I'm going to open this video by saying I want you guys to remember, if you have not seen season 5 episodes 1 through 9 of Arrow, this is a huge spoiler warning. Obviously it's going to spoil seasons 4 through 1 through 4, the past seasons. Anyway, spoiler warnings ahead. I want to open this video by saying I still fucking hate that they killed Laurel. I am so fucking pissed that they killed Laurel. And the worst part is that they promised, they said, look, whoever dies in this episode will stay dead. And I was like, oh shit, I wonder if it's gonna be regular, it's Lance. I wonder if it's gonna be Quentin, Lance. No, it was his fucking daughter. God damn it, I hated that decision so much. It was such a dumb fuck decision. God damn it. That's just my 2 cents on the issue. More like $200 on the issue. But anyway, Arrow Season 5. Now, let me also open the video by saying this. I'm loving Arrow Season 5. I am loving it. In my reaction, when I do my thumbnails for my reactions, I try to find the clip or the thumbnail or the picture for the thumbnail that I thought stood out the most. Like my Spider-Man Homecoming trailer, if you've seen that, it's when he's like holding the two trains together, or the two parts of the boat together. The John Wick 2 trailer number 2 is when he pops 6 headshots. I try to find like the most significant part of the trailer with like the most significant emotion that I'm like how I'm feeling overall about the trailer. If you saw my Arrow Season 5 reaction trailer, I think it's me going like this or some shit like that. Like I'm looking like intense, focused, and a little bit disappointed. I was wrong. That is wrong. That is false. I am loving Arrow Season 5, despite the fact that they fucking killed Laurel. I'm never gonna let that go. Fuck that decision. Ugh. Never gonna let that go, man. It's always gonna bother me. Now, why do I think Arrow Season 5 is doing better? Why do I think that when I do my research for some of the things I talk about, that Arrow fans are thinking that like the show's on a really good comeback? Well, it's returning to its roots. First of all, people in season 1 generally, they liked Oliver when he was a killer. They liked that. It almost has nothing to do with Oliver being a playboy. That part they could have thrown out, because for the most part he wasn't really portraying like the Bruce Wayne style playboy that we know for Batman, but he was kind of just Oliver Queen, kind of as, kind of like a sarcastic little dude or whatever. However he was as Oliver Queen, we didn't care about. It's the fact that who he really was a killer. That's kind of what we liked about him. It's like dual personality. We liked the Punisher side of the Arrow, or the Hood, as he was called in season 1, and they experimented with that a little bit. Like they showed him on a dark side. I think, and I quote, "The dead don't want anything" when it comes to him killing for Laurel and just wanting vengeance and all that stuff. Really good. They're taking it back dark. Remember when season 4, before it came out, they promised that the Arrow was going to be a lighter show? We never asked for that, and we saw how that turned out. We never asked for it to be a lighter show. We liked it because it's a gritty show. Any person who's watched Arrow from the beginning liked it and stood by it because of the show that it was. It was a gritty show. It was a realistic show. People who liked The Flash watch The Flash for a lighthearted show with jokes and humor, and even though The Flash is kind of taking a darker-ish turn, we watch Arrow because we want like a gritty, like a crime drama TV show with superhero names and bows and arrows and shit. Okay, enough on that. Another reason why I think Arrow is doing so well, but I wish it was a little bit different, is the team. The team. I remember seeing an interview with one of the producers of the show for season 4, episode 23, the season finale of episode 4, or season 4, sorry. The episode was titled Schism, and I was like, Schism? What the hell is a schism? I had to Google it. I'm not the only one. Don't give me that fucking look. Schism is, in a nutshell, it's like a division. It's like it's being divided. It's almost like a split of something. And as we know, in season 4, the team was split. Oliver and Felicity were the only two left on the team. John went back to the army. Thea, I don't remember exactly what she did, but she just left the team. And then we find out that as Oliver's doing his mayor thing, Thea's helping him. And then I don't remember what Quentin was doing. Laurel's fucking dead. God damn it. But then, Diggle's out of the picture in the beginning, and I was like, okay, that's fine. But they're doing like a subplot type thing, and very early on, you find out that like Diggle, of course, something like something has to happen for him to come back to the team, and we find out that his army buddies, his buddies are corruptors. His squad is like being led by some asshole, and that leads him to be a criminal. Because no one will believe his story, which I think is going to come back and haunt him, which I think is going to be a nice touch when they catch that asshole who's his leader, all that stuff. And Thea, I'm surprised she didn't suit up sooner. She suited up near the end of the first half of the season before, I think before episode 8. She suited up then, and I think she suited up for episode 9. But the thing that I didn't like about Thea, I like Thea now. She's one of my favorite characters on the show. Not only because I like Willa Holland, she's I don't know. I think she's pretty cute. Sorry, I don't like being a pervert on my videos, but it's whatever. I like her character now better than season 1 and 2. But the thing I didn't like is that her transition back to being Speedy was kind of just like, it was just sudden. It was just like that, and I was like, well, wait, what? It's like I don't ask me how I watch my episodes. I was able to rewind my episodes. Don't ask me how I do it. I was able to rewind my episode, and because of that, I used that because I was like, wait a minute, I'm sorry, what was your reason for coming back to the team, for going in red again? What was your reason? Oh, really? That's it? Okay, well, welcome back, I guess. Fuck, shit. That's really it. Felicity is just still Felicity. I can understand why people are slowly not liking her as a character. She, you would think after all the shit she's given Oliver for holding secrets that she would finally get like a taste of her own medicine for holding her own secrets. And she doesn't, which kind of sucks because the writers had a really good opportunity there. You guys remember? Go back and watch seasons 1 through 3 before her and Oliver start dating and get married in season 4. Just go back and remember and watch how many times she gave Oliver shit for keeping secrets, for things like we don't even know what happened to him on the island, and they still don't know, and that's fair enough. But she keeps this like secret, which is enough to cause some problems for not really her and the team, but just problems in general for other people. And then she keeps a secret from one of the new characters, Ragman. I'll talk a little bit about the new part of the team in a little bit, but then that's enough to like cause like a schism in the team. So I get why people aren't too fond of her as a character anymore. She used to be like this really just fun character to look out for in the season, but now she's kind of just like a drama queen, which I don't like drama queens in real life, but on a drama show, what do you expect? What do you expect? You're watching a drama show. They need drama. Felicity is the perfect drama queen. I'm just saying. That's what she is now. I feel like it's best if we just accept it, get over it, and just keep watching Arrow. Just keep trudging through the ups and downs of the show, which I guess in this case also includes Felicity for some of you. So just power through it. Now, the new players on the team. So you have Wild Dog, Ragman. Remember in season 4 there was a copycat after Laurel died. There was a copycat of the Black Canary, and her name was I forgot her actual name. I don't like remember this shit too well. Shit, I should probably know this. I'm too lazy to do my research, but her new name, the Black Canary after Laurel died, was Artemis. Artemis is on the team now, and then also Curtis Holt. I remember Curtis very well, very, very well. He's Mr. Terrific now, and it sucks because he's an Olympic gold medalist. He's also very smart, and he's also supposed to be very athletic, but every single fight scene he's been in, he's got his ass handed to him. I don't like that. He's supposed to be like somewhat good, already good at fighting, but he's not. He's gotten his ass handed to him by the Vigilante, which we will talk about in a second here. Wild Dog is just he doesn't listen to Oliver very well. That kind of creates some tension. Artemis, she has a secret. Of course, secrets. All 5 seasons of Arrow so far have pretty much been driven on the fact that there's at least one secret being held from at least one person in the group. Have you noticed that? Now you do. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, it's a drama show. Again, what do you expect? So at least one person has to have a secret. That's how drama keeps going. It's like in our heads, in our lives, you can't picture keeping a secret for that long because one, we're not actors. We most of us probably suck at lying. And number two, we don't like keeping secrets for the most part. We just don't do it. So it's for a drama show, you need those secrets. But that's enough of that. I'm not going to go on for too long on that. Now, I mentioned him a little bit ago, the Vigilante. I put it this way. If there is to be a killer, like for the sake of the name, the Vigilante, I'm going to try not to use that. But I'm also I'm going to try and use this. For any vigilante or costumed hero that is going to be a killer, which Oliver tries not to be, but somehow he keeps coming back to being a killer. If there's one person who's going to be like, the show wants you to think that Oliver Queen is, or the Green Arrow is Daredevil, and that the Vigilante is the Punisher from season 2 of Daredevil on Netflix. And put it this way, Marvel did it better. Granted, for a couple things. Daredevil is extremely against killing. Oliver is not extremely against killing. I understand that. But the Punisher, when it comes to his killing, he does not kill innocent people. I love that about the Punisher. And if he does kill innocent people, he takes that to heart. I'm pretty sure there's been a couple of comics where he's killed innocent people or cops or just innocent people in general, and he's almost contemplated suicide or stop being the Punisher. It takes a toll on him because that's an innocent person. Why does the Punisher kill all these assholes and the scumbag maggot pieces of shit of humanity if it leads to innocent crossfire, if it leads to innocent people getting caught in the crossfire? That's what I like about the Punisher. That is what I hate about the Vigilante on the show, the Arrow. The Vigilante, he uses an explosive, probably a 40 millimeter grenade round, I think it is, and he uses it in a motel when Green Arrow is trying to save some asshole from being killed by the Vigilante, and he kills innocent people, and then he says, this is war, sometimes there's going to be casualties. He brushes it off like it's nothing. I fucking hate that. And we see him, he's good. He's a good killer. He's good at what he does, and he's good at escaping. He's going to be a formidable threat against the Green Arrow, or at least I hope. The writers better not fuck him up, but fuck him up more than they somewhat already have, as far as the killing innocent people thing goes. Anyways, we've seen him, he's a good killer. We've seen him shoot one of the arrows coming at him and split the fucking thing in half. Like some Robin Hood shit, how he splits the arrow with his own arrow, that kind of shit. So he's good at aiming, he's a good shot, but he had to kill innocent people. That's where I draw the line, especially when he's trying to be a good guy. If he hadn't killed those innocent people, on top of the fact that the actor underneath the mask wasn't really that good. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a dick. It's just, I'm being honest. It's just how I do. All right. Let me give you a rough idea of what I think of the Vigilante and his voice acting and his poses in the show. Let me just give you a rough idea of how much you should hate it as much as I do. I'm gonna do some shit here. Ready? This is war, and sometimes there's innocent lives to be sacrificed. If you're not with me, then you're against me, Green Arrow. God, that was horrible. Now I gotta switch my fucking hoodie around. God damn it. So it's only in addition to the bad voice acting and the poses, like that traditional, macho man kind of pose. It's only in addition to that it's only in addition to the fact that he kills innocent people and brushes it off like it's nothing that I don't like the Vigilante, because we know how skilled he is. Basically, we know that he could be a John Wick of his own on the show, but he just had to use that fucking 40 millimeter. If he was as good as killing at killing as the show makes him seem to be, he wouldn't need to use an explosive round. Or at least if he did use an explosive round, he would make sure there's no innocent bystanders. But that's just my gripe with him. It's nothing compared to the Punisher. I'm not saying they can't have like a clash of morality between no killing and killing, because look at Daredevil season 2. They did it. They fucking nailed it. But on top of that, fucking first of all, John Bernthal, he's a sexy motherfucker. Oh my god, not gay. I'm just saying, John Bernthal and that voice, God, man, like his normal voice is like a surfer dude, like a really chill kind of dude. But when he puts on the Punisher voice, fuck, shit, I'd be pissing my pants with that cold blank stare that he's got. Whoo, shit. So yes, I could believe that there could be a bias between, Daredevil season 2 with the Punisher and Vigilante on Arrow season 5, but somehow I'm led to believe that it is not, in fact, a bias that I love the Punisher more than the Vigilante, frankly, because I don't know anything about the Vigilante. It's just the fact that he was poorly done. And with the 1 or 2 episodes that he was in, the one episode that he was the main antagonist of, the Freak of the Week as they call it, I hated him in. He was a good killer, he was a good shot, and I believe some of the criminals in the world need to be killed. That's actually true of mine. I believe that there's no saving some people, and it's not wrong for him to kill the criminals, but he killed innocent people. That's where I draw the line. That's when I would stop. And that's why I don't like the Vigilante, because we know how fucking skilled he is. Or apparently we don't, because he killed innocent people. I think you get it. I'm beating a dead horse. Now there's 2 more things on my list. The first one is Prometheus. Prometheus, he is good. He's a good villain. He's like Oliver Queen level good. Even at the fighting, he's pretty good. But in the mid-season finale, he uses some mind trickery. It is pretty, like, he gets Oliver pretty good, almost like Slade Wilson level good as far as like fucking with his head. That's pretty good to me. Like I said, there's spoilers, so I'm just gonna go right into the mid-season finale. I'm gonna sum up episodes 1 through 8 with Prometheus in it. I should also kind of backtrack a little bit that Artemis is working with Prometheus. That's the secret. That's kind of like, that's a huge fucking secret for the season. I'm sure they're going to address that later in the season, but there's that. There's Prometheus like not brainwashing her, but convincing her that Oliver Queen is a bad guy because like he got her parents killed or something like that. Anyway, episode 9 alone, Prometheus sold me. He's a good villain. We kind of find out who he is, but we don't see exactly who it is. So it could be, it's still up in the air. We know how these comic book shows are, so it's still up in the air about like what it could be, or I'm sorry, who it could be. But as far as we know it's, I forgot his name already, but we know the supposed name of Prometheus. But that doesn't take away from the fact that he fucked with Oliver Queen so hard, because there were cops at the location where Green Arrow and Prometheus were fighting, and surprise, surprise, it was Felicity's new boyfriend. Oliver put 3 arrows in his chest. He's stone cold fucking killed Felicity's boyfriend, and like, wow, shit, there's a feels trip. Whoo, shit. That's when, once again, you can kind of feel the team. While they say they're not divided, you can feel the team is divided a little bit, just a little bit. Oliver Queen has seen better days. He's like super depressed. He's got this whore new girlfriend. This fucking whore, by the way. Let me just address her for like a second. She's a whore. That's 1 second. I'm saying the actress is bad. I'm just saying I don't like her character. She's hiding something. People who try to get close to Oliver Queen, who aren't already close to Oliver Queen, they end up being bad bitches, don't they? Look at the one I can think of is Isabel Rocha from season 2, Ravager, Deathstroke, the Deathstroke chick. Yeah, in other words, I don't trust this new chick. I forgot her name. I don't trust her though. She's hiding something, secrets. And that leads me to the very end of episode 9 of season 5 of Arrow. And this brings me right back to the beginning of when I started the video. Laurel's back. Laurel is apparently alive as far as we know. Now, like I said in my Flash video, or was it this video? I forgot. But it's either in my thoughts so far of Flash Season 3 or this video that you're watching in the beginning that I don't watch the promos because they give away too much, because the CW isn't responsible for what goes on the promos. It's like a totally different company altogether that puts together promos for movies, TV shows, anything like that. They spoil it. I don't watch it, so I don't know what exactly it is. All I do know for sure is that some actual physical human form of Laurel is back, and Nyssa Al Ghul is on the TV show starting episode 10. So starting at the end of January. And that leads me to believe that, yeah, Laurel could be back, and Nyssa Al Ghul might have had something to do with it. So I don't like that the writers took back what they said. Um, I wish that whoever they did kill, they left it out permanently. I just wish that it wasn't fucking Laurel. Like, what the flying fuck were you thinking killing Laurel? She's the main fucking character. You knew in the end you were going to make her and the Black Canary and the Green Arrow fucking get together. You knew that was gonna happen. God, I hate that decision so much with the fucking passion. So yeah, I don't like the fact that they took back their word, but you know it was Laurel, so they might as well have taken back their word. So yeah, besides the Laurel thing from season 4, season 5 is one hell of a trip. The Vigilante is he's going to be good, and I know he's going to be good, but for now he hasn't sold me on shit yet. I'm not going to spoil who it is because when I watch these shows. I do a little bit of research. It's just the way I am. I already know who the Vigilante is, or they could do a TV twist. We don't know, but I'm not going to spoil who it is. Under the Mask, that is. The team is back together. The whole team is back together, including Laurel. Fucking, I hope it stays. I hope like she's normal and not like a trick or anything like that. They're introducing Nyssa. Prometheus is a fucking badass. They're going back to the roots. I think season 5 is going to be the comeback season for Arrow, and then God, we don't even know what season 6 is going to be. The only thing I didn't touch on was the flashbacks, and the reason why is because after season 3, I stopped liking the flashbacks. I liked that Castaway feel. I liked seeing how Oliver had to survive on an island, and then they tried it for season 4, going back to the island. But then now they're in fucking like Russia, and I'm like, dude, oh my god. And I'm a huge fan of continuity. His beard doesn't grow as long as it does in the pilot episode in the short amount of time. He has like Stephen Amell's beard length is in the flashbacks of season 5 is also the same length that it's spent throughout the entire show and the present day part of it. So it's not going to go that long in a matter of like a couple months. I promise you it's not, okay? But I don't like the flashbacks anymore. I wish they kept it to the island. Now, that's kind of the fault of the writers, and that's obvious, but the reason why I say that is because they like to draw parallels with the flashbacks and the present day. So they kind of didn't want to do the island anymore, so they can draw parallels. And I'm sure they could have found a way to draw parallels from the island experience that Oliver had, but they got to change it. You know, they got to stop saying 5 years on an island. You know, it's not. It's 2 years, maybe like 2.5 years at most on an island. You know what I mean? That's just, I don't know. Anyway, other than that, I'm loving season 5 so far. It's going to be the comeback season. The one thing I am interested in now is seeing how we've been waiting for this for 5 years now to see how the flashbacks tie into the pilot episode. We've been waiting for this forever, and with the flashbacks so far disappointing. Even though they have oh my god, I forgot his name. Shit. Oh my god, what the hell is his name? It's an amazing actor. What the Dolph Lundgren. There you go. I almost forgot Dolph Lundgren's name. They got him in the show, which is awesome. But I just want to see how the flashbacks, more than anything, I want to see how it comes full circle. The show has finally come full circle, and then after that, we'll see what season 6 has to offer. But that's a long time from now. I'm not even going to touch on what I think is going to happen. That's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.